Hozay in Hollywood, exposing creeps in town who ain't so good. Where any no-talent hack with a big bulging sack used to be an overnight star. Where a drop of your drawers to studio whores used to get you prime seating in bars. Hozay in Hollywood. They say it's your body, do what you think you should. On his bedpost you're a notch, or kick him in the crotch if they claim they can make you a star. They say I'll make you famous, just open your anus, easy as driving a car. Ho! Ho! Hozay in Hollywood. I speak the truth, it really ain't so good. Despite the Me Too movement, it still needs improvement, even though Harvey's in jail. Piece of shit producers are still abusers, chasing their own piece of tail. Hozay in Hollywood, exposing creeps who ain't so good. So keep your knees together, enjoy this weather, but don't expect any change soon. There will be lots of auditions and changing conditions, and Alec Baldwin is still a buffoon. Ho! Ho! My name is Hozay Smith, and I kick ass.
Hozay in Hollywood is brought to you by Benson Laboratories, makers of Choletroper. Have a hangnail? How about terminal cancer? Ask your doctor if Choletroper is right for you. Do not take Choletroper if you're allergic to it. Some side effects may include a slow, painful, excruciating death. Has also been known to cause dry mouth, upset stomach, and in some cases, makes your head explode. Before taking Choletroper, make sure your affairs are in order and your last will and testament signed by a witness. Always trust science. They know more than you. They're smarter than you. How do we know? Because they said so.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms and dads,
and non-binaries of all ages.
welcome to yet another edition of Hozay in Hollywood.
Yes.
That's Hozay,
I'm Hozay.
and we are in Hollywood.
Technically, we are on the Beverly Hills, West Hollywood line, just a couple of blocks off the Strip. But for all intents and purposes,
We're here.
oh yeah, we're here. And it's my job to dish the dirt on the top celebrities of the day. Dish the dirt, scoop the poop.
Mm-hmm.
I am a poop scooper.
And what does that get you?
Well, you know, this people know that they can count on me to dish the dirt on top celebrities and low C-list celebrities.
Such as?
Well, like a game show host.
You really feel the need to besmirch a game show host?
Hey, I'm here to throw mud.
You're a mud thrower.
Yeah, one could say that.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, all right. Hammerhead, give me the music. I need the music.
Well, there it is.
Introduce me.
All right, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is with a poop scoop.
Come on, sound more interested than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, scooping the poop. Hozay Smith.
Thank you, Hammerhead. Here we go. Geriatric Hollywood heartthrob Harrison Ford was spotted recently at the Audi dealership in Santa Monica inspecting the company's latest electric SUV model, the Q6. Ford is a well-known pilot, owning 6 aircraft, including a jet and a helicopter. He apparently inquired to the salesman if wings could be attached to the Audi, making it an electric plane, as he intended to impress his Hollywood crowd just how environmentally conscious he is. Eyewitnesses say that when the salesman replied that the car could not be flown as a plane, Ford became enraged. several people reported that Ford got the slightly built salesman in a headlock and bulldogged him down to the ground, raining noogies upon his head. The two were eventually separated.
That's quite a story.
No, don't interrupt.
Sorry.
And as Ford was being let out of the dealership, he called out, "I don't want none of you to watch any of my movies anymore. If I hear you've been watching them, I'm coming back here and looking for you." Not to worry, Indiana. Don't forget to strap on your parachute the next time you fly. Or don't do it. It doesn't matter to us.
That's it?
Yeah, that's that was the big story this year.
Uh-huh. This year?
Yeah, well, yeah. This episode.
Uh-huh. Are you okay? Anything we need to know?
No, I'm fine. I'm distracted.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Distracted.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Anything we should know about?
No, I don't think so.
Uh-huh. That was quite a scoop.
Yes, I got that directly from several eyewitnesses. The poor salesman, he got him in a headlock, and before you know it, they were rolling around on the ground, and it was quite a scene.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, that's it for Hozay in Hollywood, but there's so much more here on this very program.
Yes, I have a lot of stuff to talk about, and some of it actually true.
You just don't believe in truth.
No, hey, Hammerhead, this is Hollywood. You really want to ask me that question again?
No, I guess not.
Well.
All right, so here we are. We're out of political season.
Yes.
And is there any thought about what your next step is?
No, I really haven't given it much thought, Hammerhead. It's a thing where you've got to feel it.
Uh-huh. Well, as President of the United States.
I would have felt that.
Uh-huh.
And I would have felt the, taxpayers' money.
Sure, taxpayers' money.
And that's what it's all about.
Uh-huh. People, I think, before they commit to voting for you, I would think they would simply want to know your background. What, other than being the mayor of Fagaria?
Yeah.
What is your background? What do people need to know about you?
Well, I tried my hand at a number of jobs in those early years.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find the right combination that would propel me into, big deal dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because all my life, that's what I wanted to be.
What's that?
A big deal.
Okay. All right, big deal.
So, as I impatiently waited for the opportunity to come along, I knew I needed some level of training at, something.
Mm-hmm.
And I always looked for the easiest way out with the least amount of effort.
Uh-huh. All right, why am I not surprised?
No.
So where did you start?
One afternoon, I was enticed by an ad on the back of a matchbook cover.
Oh, that's, great advertising and great credibility, too.
Yeah. It offered me the chance to take a free art test.
Okay, yeah, I remember those.
And could qualify me for admission to their art school correspondence course.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, say again?
I could get into the art school if I passed the art test.
And it's a correspondence school?
Yeah.
So it has unlimited admissions.
You'd think.
Okay.
It claimed that artists were constantly in high demand. There was plenty of work for all of them. And, they emphatically denied that there was no such thing as a starving artist.
That's what we hear all the time. These people with tremendous artistic talent, and they're starving.
No. So I sent away for the test. And it came back, was simple enough. It said, draw a circle, draw a square, draw a funny cartoon face.
Mm-hmm.
I filled it out, sent it back with a deposit, as we were told.
Uh-huh. You had to pay for it even before you knew that you were being admitted?
Yeah, that should have been my first clue.
Not too bright, huh?
No, apparently not.
Okay.
So I filled it out, sent the deposit, because that's what they told us, to reserve my place in the next class as seating was limited.
On a correspondence course, seating was limited.
Look! All right, I screwed up, all right?
I'm sorry.
Can I continue?
Please.
I admit I wasn't bright enough to realize there was no seating in a correspondence course, and to add insult to injury, I was promptly rejected for admission.
Oh, dear.
In a personal letter from the president of the art school, I learned in their 47-year history that I was the only applicant ever to be rejected.
You draw a circle, draw a square, draw a...
Funny cartoon face.
Funny cartoon face.
And I didn't get there.
Okay.
And the letter said that since I had the audacity to apply to their school, as punishment, they would keep my deposit.
You really got...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. All right.
So then I saw another ad. It taught me to teach me to do some sheep shearing at home in my spare time.
Sheep shearing?
Yeah. You get the razor.
I know what sheep shearing is, yeah. I can't see you as a... Stupid.
What?
Forget it. All right, just go ahead.
Yeah. But I was going to do that, but without actual sheep to practice on, I figured my progress would be limited.
Yeah, I can see that.
I guess I could have driven into the country, found a herd of sheep, hopped out to practice, sidestepping the sheep poop.
Yeah, probably be plenty of sheep poop there.
But that proved to be an equally stupid idea, and my momentary dream of becoming a sheep shearer just faded into the distance.
How sad.
Yeah. So, failing to learn even the most rudimentary of skill sets, I was forced to work at a number of unskilled jobs that included, selling women's shoes.
Okay.
Working construction as a laborer, and gotta think what else. Oh, and even rising to the level of assistant foreman in a factory assembling cigarette lighters.
Wow, assistant foreman.
Yes. My work there may have resulted in the lighting up of millions of smokes, but it did little to light up my career.
Yeah, but you were the what? The assistant?
I was assistant foreman.
Never made it to a foreman, huh?
No. I mean, it was honest, respectable work, Hammerhead, but I kept the temperature in my apartment at 50 degrees because I would come home every night stinking of butane.
Okay. In other words, highly flammable.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
So realizing that I needed to earn cash while having no discernible talent, I then began my life as a professional fraud by working as a psychic.
As a psychic?
Yes, giving private readings and renting myself out, for parties, weddings, bridal showers, bar mitzvahs, vada-ding, vada-da.
Yeah, okay. All right, a psychic.
Yeah. It was a pretty good gig, and there was no special training required.
Of course.
No expensive equipment to buy. And best of all, it was a cash business.
Okay. How did that work for you?
Well, I never bothered to buy a set of tarot cards.
Okay.
I just chose to get myself a couple of decks of bicycle playing cards at local pharmacy.
And that's what you used?
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah, all right. And, I just showed up and claimed to have the gift of prophecy handed down by, through, 7 generations in my family. I could foresee the future predicated solely on the outcome of the cards that are dealt.
So if you got 7 of diamonds, king of hearts, and maybe 4 of clubs, that would tell you something?
Well, I'd make it up.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right, you'd make it up.
So it was during that period that I learned to really sharpen my wit, often breaking the tension of a poor reading, with a joke.
Okay.
If the grouping of the draw showed, for example, a king and 2 queens, people would say to me, well, what does that mean?
What did you say?
I'd say it means the king is going to have his hands full tonight. Threesome. It's good to be the king.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You can continue.
I'm sorry. So, All right, so, and then, as I was growing up, I learned to speak in such vague generalities that I never really gave a straight answer to a question, and it frustrated the hell out of both friends and family alike.
I can see how that could happen.
Yeah. Eventually, it proved to be a skill that helped me make my reputation as a, what's the word? Prognosticator.
Okay.
Frequently, I would make predictions using linguistic vagaries that would somehow be interpreted as having come true.
Yeah, like most of them do.
And the beneficiary of that reading would happily spread the word, and that's how I kept up a client list.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth, that's right.
Okay.
Soon, I was a semi-regular guest on local radio and TV talk shows.
Okay, yeah. I can see how that could happen.
Making these bizarre predictions and giving readings over the air. Call myself Psychic of the Airwaves.
Psychic of the Airwaves.
Yes. I claim that my information came from hearing voices in my head.
I can tell already where this is going.
Yeah. It's a condition that most, mental health professional would tell you is a clear indication that the person afflicted is severely unbalanced.
Okay, well, that would explain a lot.
Yeah. But because I didn't appear dangerous or violent, nobody ever, threw a net over me.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And in retrospect, they probably should have.
Okay.
But, when I was out there, sometimes my gift would let me down.
How so?
I would take calls live on the air on a radio show.
Yeah.
And a listener might say to me, I'm looking for my favorite sweater. I can't find it. Can you tell me where it is?
Okay. And what would happen then?
I would pause for a moment and then always begin my answers the exact same way. And I had this, like snake charmer music that would play in the background.
Okay. Yeah, for added effect.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then?
I would say, I'm getting a vision.
Mm-hmm.
And a few seconds would go by and I'd say something like, I can see the sweater. Yes, it's a blue pullover sweater. And the caller would calmly say, no, my sweater has buttons. It's green.
Mm-hmm. In other words, you weren't even close.
Not close.
Mm-hmm.
I'd back off, and I'd say, no, that's not it. And, I don't know, after taking a half dozen shots at it and, failing miserably, caller would hang up.
What did that do to your reputation?
Didn't do it any good.
Well, yeah, I can tell you that.
Yeah. I rarely ever predicted anything correctly, but we were having a good time, and people booked me for parties because, regardless of my complete inaccuracies, I was a novelty act, and it was a lot of fun to be around.
Says who?
Says me.
Okay. And then what?
Well, in need of an additional prop, one evening I bought myself the child's toy 8-ball.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah. You turn it over and you ask it a question and then it...
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, 8-ball, sure. Okay.
So, yeah, by asking that question, it required a yes or no answer, and turning the ball upside down, a floating block inside the ball would randomly, rotate.
Yeah.
And confirm or deny your inquiry.
Okay. And then?
Well, I began using it all the time. I would carry it around in a specially built case with rhinestones and other cheesy plastic beads.
That's a whole floor show, isn't it?
Bet your ass.
Okay.
And, when it came time to take it out, I would open the case very slowly and I would mumble some supposedly magic words.
I could tell you were going to laugh there, too.
Well, I was thinking about, a couple of things.
Yeah, anyway. All right, go ahead.
So, people were skeptical, of course, but I usually put on such a convincing show that even the most diehard non-believers would have second thoughts regarding their doubts about me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
how long did that go on for?
Well, I chose to retire from the prognostication industry rather abruptly when a female client, I remember this quite clearly, she convinced her husband. She was convinced that her husband was having an affair. That he'd gone into the fornication business.
Okay.
With her best friend, based on my reading.
You really got that deep. You told a woman that was paying you a lot of money that suddenly your husband was doing the best friend.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. Apparently, one night while he was sleeping, she began beating him with her shoe as he was just napping peacefully on the couch, breaking his nose, bloodied his face.
And all because of you.
All because of me.
Okay.
And comes to find out that he was with the friend a lot, but it was to plan a surprise 35th birthday party for the wife. And upon realizing her mistake, she and some relatives, as well as a few other Cro-Magnon types, came looking for me.
Don't doubt that.
And while they never caught me, I was disappointed there was no invitation to the birthday party forthcoming.
You were surprised by that.
Well, a little bit, you know. So those are just some of the things that I was doing, and trying to find myself.
Were you lost?
Well, you know when people, yeah,
I know what they say. All right, so you came out here to Southern California, and you got a job in the adult film industry.
That's correct.
Very strange, though. I've never heard of, and we've talked about this before, I've never heard of the adult industry needing a dialogue coach.
Well, that's pretty much all I was equipped for.
Okay. Not surprised, but how did it work?
Well, what happens is on these major feature films with these big stars and these semi-pseudo-quasi budgets,
Okay.
they would bring in a dialogue coach such as myself. I would sit next to the director, and, people think that porn, it's just people naked and having sex and, going at it. It is much more complicated than that.
Really?
Yes, I can state unequivocally, having sat on many a porn set, that there's a lot going on. The director will stop them in the middle of it, turn your head this way, no, you want to do that, grab this, stick your hand in there, bring in those other four guys. What? It's porn.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Okay, anyway, so continue.
Yeah, so, it's how it would work. So I would sit next to the director, and if they would go through the script,
There was a script?
well, there's a dialogue coach, has to be a script.
Okay.
And if one of the actors was not delivering a line that was convincing, really selling it.
Did it matter? It's a porn film. People just go and watch these things to watch people have sex.
You would think so. But these were artistic endeavors, or so they said.
Yeah.
And it was just a matter of, what I could afford. So the director might say to me, just say cut. He would stop the action, and he would say, help him with that line, and I would jump in there with the script.
And you would help them how to say that line?
Yes, because if the line isn't delivered properly, you don't really get that sense that you're looking for.
People that are watching these things are just watching for the sex. They don't care about the dialogue.
You'd be surprised.
No, I bet I'd be surprised. So anyway, what?
My claim to fame was that I was working with well-known adult film star Ron Jeremy.
Okay, he's still alive, but he's got dementia.
Yeah, he was in jail for a long time, and they let him out on humanitarian reasons because he lost his mind.
Well, that's not a good thing.
No, but I worked with him at the height of his career, and I believe the movie, I'm trying to think of the title. Oh, yeah. And it was nominated for a number of awards.
The title of the movie?
Lick My Love Pump 5.
You mean there was Lick My Love Pump?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So you worked on 5.
5.
And what did you do for Ron Jeremy?
I taught him how to say one of the most famous lines ever delivered in an adult film.
And that was?
That was, take off your clothes and get on the bed.
Get on the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to teach him how to say that?
Wasn't very bright. You know, he had a big schlong.
Yeah.
And that was his claim to fame.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, when it came to this other stuff,
So you taught, and what was that line?
yeah, he couldn't deliver it. The director kept yelling, cut, and then he would say, go help him with the line. So I'd jump off my chair and I'd ingratiate myself in between him and however many women were on the bed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, see, and that scene, as I recall, he had women on the bed, and there was one more that was standing there that he wanted, you know, to
join them.
Yeah. So that's what. So we had to look up and say to the actress, take off your clothes and get on the bed.
Did it have to be the bed? Couldn't be the bed?
I did my best. Look what I had to work with.
Okay. Have you ever been to
What? Spit it out.
yeah, I'm trying to think. These adult AVN, is that what they're called?
Yes.
AVN Adult Video Awards.
Yes. Yeah, it's in Las Vegas, and it's the Oscars of the porn industry. You know, best film, best threesome, best fivesome, and so on and so forth.
Well, that's how long did you do that?
I did it off and on for a couple of years. You know, pick up some extra cash. I was well known in the industry.
And did you ever get aroused when you were sitting next to the director and watching people have sex 3 feet in front of you?
Well, they're more like 5 feet in front of me.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think.
You wouldn't really have to think. You either wet yourself or you didn't.
Well, no need to be graphic. And the answer is yes.
Oh, dear. Maybe this is a good place to stop.
You think?
Yeah, maybe maybe it is. Hozay in Hollywood is written and performed by Jack Camarda. It is executive produced by Ron Osborne.
And me, Jose, I'm here. I'm alive.
You got anything going on this week that I should know about?
No.
No.
I'm expecting a call from a B-back from, from my gigolo days.
As well, you've kind of carried on the sex trade yourself.
Yes.
Satisfying wealthy older women.
Yes, whose husband is away on business for the weekend.
Well, that's great. Have a safe, happy week. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll make it work next week.
Or die in the attempt.